Hey, what's up guys? Today we are coming up on the tail end of headphone season here at Affordable Tech Reviews, and we're taking a look at some, I guess they're kind of like earbuds. These are foldable, retractable headphones. They kind of got the over the neck thing going on. Don't worry, that's not actually the headphones. So these were sent over by a company called Amorno. These are not typically the type of headphones that I like. You may recall that I had the Basemans that went over the shoulder, like around the neck, and the skull candies, which I absolutely hated. Those were probably the most expensive earbuds that I actually reviewed, and I hated them with a passion. But these are kind of cool. So, come in just a plain old box. Open it up. Got this pretty cool little case. Bluetooth headset quick start guide. We don't need that. So I like this case. It's got like it's real slim and thin. Doesn't take up a whole lot of room in your bag. It's got a nice little matte finish to it. It's real soft, but it's definitely durable. And it's got red on it, so I already like it. Got a little teeny tiny carabiner that you can remove if you don't want to clip it onto your bag. And this little tiny zipper. So we open this up, and inside, got our headphones. Over here, we've got a 1-year warranty card with contact information. Got our charge cable, which is micro USB. Some extra little gels for the earbuds. So here we go. It's got a nice flex to it. They don't feel like they're going to break by any means. This is a very gummy, kind of dense rubber back through here. Pretty good, and I will say it actually feels pretty good on the back of your neck. This is actually a pretty good feeling close and open. The joint really doesn't seem too fragile, so that's also a plus. So we're on and off switch. I'm sure you heard that vibration. These things vibrate like crazy. We've got our volume up and down buttons right here. On the side here, we've got our phone button to answer phone calls. Right through here, it just says Amorno. And that's the only real branding on these. Now, the tips themselves. And they are very little. This feels like a very light metal, like a very lightweight metal over through here, so the durability is pretty good. And if you wanted to switch those tips out, just pull it right off. So they both pop out. Again, pretty decent length, and they're not too heavy for them to like want to fall out. And of course, we've got these little buttons right through here. Press them down. As you can see, this one's kind of straight in. This one's kind of flipped down and around, which tends to happen. You might just push it around, but 9 times out of 10, they do pop back in there like they're supposed to. I will say with that like real thick padding in here, it's like I said, a real gummy kind of dense rubber. It actually feels all right. And they're lightweight. They're very lightweight. They actually, I kind of forget that I'm wearing them, which is to me crazy. Despite how light they are, I do feel like they are pretty durable. And again, this is a solid joint, which I was kind of shocked. And one thing that is very nice about this is that you can actually Bluetooth these to 2 devices at once, rather than having, say, on your tablet or computer or your phone, and you want to go back and forth between the two. You gotta, forget one on your phone and then add it to your tablet or your laptop, whatever, and then vice versa, forget it and sync it back to your phone. This will do 2 devices, so you can go straight from your phone to your computer, or vice versa, whatever. That's really good, especially with an affordable pair, because normally you don't find that until you get up into way more expensive headphones. So big ups for that. Now, I am not positive on what the actual battery size of these are, but it does take about 3.5 hours to charge. You will get 18 hours of talk time, 16 hours of just straight music, which isn't too bad. Not for these, because obviously the battery can't be too big They do have a sweat-proof design. They do use the P word, so they are sweat-proof if you want to go for a walk, a jog, use them on the elliptical, whatever it is that people do. The battery also has a 300-hour standby. Pretty solid. Now, these claim to have super bass, and I'm here to tell you that they do not. Anything that says super bass or explosive bass, things like that, tend to not have them, and from what I've noticed. This also says that there is active noise canceling. I have not noticed that at all when I have these in. I still hear just about everything going on around me. Now, when the music's playing, obviously everything outside noise is lower, but it's because there's music pumping right into my ear holes. And when you are listening to music, or you get a phone call, something like that, or if you don't have them in your ears at all, and you get a phone call, it's going to vibrate. So it does let you know, and you can pop one of these things in and hit the call button on the right side here, answer your phone call. It's pretty convenient. Now back to music. Super bass, not really there. Listen to a lot of metal. New Toxic Holocaust album, I went through it about twice in these things. And then I kind of went straight for the hip-hop. I played that Nas album that came out earlier in the summer. It's like a B-sides kind of thing, I believe. And then I'm listening to Run the Jewels. And everything in these sounds actually pretty good. Surprisingly, music quality is pretty good. Bass is a bit lacking. There is no super bass in these. No super bass. These things retail at less than $30. $29.79 to be exact. I'll put a link below if you want to check them out. This is something that you might be into. Me personally, I wouldn't pay more than $30 for these. Music quality aside, it's alright. It gets louder. I turned Run the Jewels up all the way in these, and it just hurt my ears. Like, it was too loud. And again, I'm not a big in-ear fan. These tend to not really stay in my ears, no matter what tips I have on them. After a while, they all work their way out. Or if I try to do anything remotely moving around, these will fall out. Not to say that it will not fall out of ears, because look at all the people that have AirPods. AirPods fit in my ears. I can go run in AirPods, and they stay in my ears. And I know people that can't walk around with them in their ears. So, to each their own. Your ears are definitely different than my ears. But again, at $29.79, I think they're a fairly good investment. I do think they will last you. And I don't know where I threw that warranty card, but it does come with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. So if anything goes wrong with them, you can contact them. They actually give you an email address to contact, so you don't have to go through Amazon. So that's also pretty solid. If you're the type of person that likes to wear headphones around, always have one piece in, listening to radio, music, football, baseball, soccer match, whatever, I think these will totally work for you because they're way more comfortable than any other pair that I've actually used. But with that being said, I definitely prefer over-the-ear headphones. Again, if you want to check these Amornos out, I will put a link to the Amazon listing in the description so you can check them out. If you do check them out, let me know what you think. Again, they're not the greatest things in the world, but for less than $30, I think they're going to do a pretty good job for you. So with that being said, if you got any value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share the video. I would totally appreciate it. Dislike it if that's what you're into and you just dislike videos on YouTube to hurt people's feelings. Go right ahead. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video with one last pair of headphones to round out headphone season, unless somebody decides they want to send me another pair of headphones last minute, which is kind of what happened because I only had 5 originally. Now I'm at 6. So 6 headphones coming up next week. See ya.